You're watching Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And basketball is back, folks, as the Mavericks preseason got underway last night in Tulsa. And it was a good one. They won 98-96 over the Oklahoma City Thunder in preseason game number 1. Jaden Hardy showed out well. The rookie guard did. Christian Wood had a nice performance with the double-double. And, hey, hardworking Dwight Powell doing what he does best, balling out in games that don't mean a ton. Jokes aside, we'll talk about him a little bit as well. 98-96 win. I think all things considered, you got pretty much everything you could have asked for out of this first exhibition. So we have some takeaways to get into here on today's show. But if you're excited about the Mavs win and just excited about basketball being back in general, why don't you go ahead and like this video, hit that like button, and let's get to as many likes as possible. How about 500 likes? We get 500 likes, hit that like button, and hoops are back, baby. Let's break it all down. All right, coming up, major takeaways from this matchup as the Mavs did take down the Thunder 98-96. But I also want to hit you guys with a question before we get to those takeaways. What is your one-word reaction to the preseason opener? If you didn't watch it, it was a close back-and-forth game, no Luka. What are your thoughts on the opener? If you did watch it, you should have plenty of thoughts. One-word reaction to the Mavs preseason opening win against the Thunder. My one-word reaction is solid, right? You didn't have Luka, you didn't have Tim, you didn't have a couple other guys as well, but you got to see Spencer Dinwiddie get in there. We know it's a big year for him. Christian Wood for the first time. The rookie Jaden Hardy played well in his first game for this team. I think the Mavs got everything they could have asked for out of this game, the first of 3 preseason matchups. All right, 5 takeaways from this matchup. Number 1, Jaden Hardy can flat out score the basketball. He can get buckets, which we kind of already knew. What we don't know moving forward is, can he be an efficient player that actually cracks this team's rotation? Now, last night in a preseason game, he looked like a guy who can play in the NBA, scoring 21 points on 8 of 16 from the floor, 4 of 9 from three-point range, 24 minutes. Chuck Cooperstein, the voice of the Mavs, tweeted out, saw a couple tweets about Hardy from him saying that he looks much improved from the Summer League where he was really inefficient, and that the jump shot was looking good as well. He did also say he'd be surprised if he was in the season opening rotation, but maybe he could work his way in there quicker than we thought. That'll be the question. Can he play a factor as a rookie this year? Because we still don't have a ton of answers of what point guard looks like after Luka and Dinwiddie. I think Frank Ntilikina is going to be that third guy to start the year, but again, he's more of just kind of a defensive guy. He's not really a floor general. Jaden Hardy can run an offense and score. Now, he's raw, but he's talented. So I'd like to see him get some opportunities early in the year. Hopefully he earns Jason Kidd's trust in doing just that. Will Jaden Hardy be in the rotation? Even if it's not right away, let's say by New Year's, okay? By New Year's, will he be in the rotation? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right, takeaway number 2, and I think something we all wanted to see is how would Christian Wood look? And obviously it's a preseason, so, you're not going up against high-level talent for 48 minutes, but he was as advertised. Double-double. We know he's a rebounding machine. He could score around the basket. He's got the jump shot as well, hit a couple of threes. 16 and 13 overall. That was nice to see. He needs to be, honestly, if he averaged 16 points and 16 and 10, that would be great for this team. Let's be honest. We need more of this. I will say this. While Jalen Brunson's exit hurts, and boy, he looked good in the Knicks preseason opener, the front court should be much better, if nothing else, on the glass. This is a bad rebounding team a year ago. I don't think Luka will lead the team in rebounding. I think it'll be Christian Wood. Javale's going to chip in there as well, obviously. But to actually have a big that can score also, you haven't really had that, a guy that can legitimately score 15-plus points per game. That's nice to see. You've got that in Christian Wood. Can he be a legitimate player on a contending team? That's what we want to see this year. So far, so good. I thought it was a good first showing for the Mavericks trade piece that they brought in here. Thank you guys so much for helping us reach 20,000 subscribers. And by the way, if you haven't already, go watch our last video talking about sign Kai Soto, a couple other topics. I told you guys if we would get more subs on that video than our Warriors channel did on their last video, I would chug 3 beers on the show. I think we're like 120 subs away on that show. So if we get there, I'll still do it. 400-something subs from that video. But thanks to everybody who's already subscribed. Our coverage is just beginning here on Mavericks Today. So hit that sub button. We'll have you covered all season long. All right, takeaway number 3. Dwight Powell, he's always great in the preseason, right? Reports he's had a strong training camp. And look, we like to joke about Dwight Powell, right? Because the postseason was not good. He could not play extended minutes against high-level competition. Thought he looked good last night, 13 and 5, hit all of his free throws as well. I just wonder where he fits into the rotation. Like, where does he work into this year with the additions of Christian Wood and JaVale McGee and Maxi getting a new an extension? Maxi's probably going to have a bigger role. The good news is Dwight Powell has a lot of experience, and he's played well at times in this league, so he's valuable to have. Ideally, he comes out and plays well early in the year, starts this year how he finished the regular season last year, which, if you remember, he was actually playing really good heading into the playoffs. Then maybe he becomes a trade chip. That would be nice to see as well. We know what Powell brings to the table. He's an energy guy. He can rebound the basketball. He's a pick-and-roll guy. He can catch lobs from Luka. He knows the system. He's been around this team for a while. He's a leader as well. He represents the PA for the Mavericks. So hopefully, if he plays, it's not, a detriment like it was in the playoffs, because obviously that was the case. But at the same time, he's not going to start for this team. So I'm not too concerned about Dwight Powell and his fit. Now, who impressed the most in the preseason opener? Type 3 for Jaden Hardy, the rookie. Type 35 for Christian Wood, or Type 7 for Dwight Powell. I'd probably go Christian Wood 1, Jaden Hardy 2, Dwight Powell 3, but they all had solid showings. Let me know what you guys think on this one. Now, if you want to go bet on some other preseason games or some regular season matchups once that gets here, go do so with BetUS. Create an account today by going to chatsports.com/MFFL. Use our promo code MFFL to get a 125% deposit. What does that mean? Put down $100, you get $125 for free. Simple math, $200, $250 for free. They'll match you all the way up to $500. Also, I know there's a lot of Cowboys fans that watch this channel. Cowboys dogs to the Rams this week and 5.5-point dogs. What? BetUS doesn't believe in Cooper Rush? I do. Go bet on the Cowboys. Chatsports.com/MFFL, promo code MFFL to get started today. Number 4, Tyler Dorsey, not a great start. Do we have numbers, Coop? What did Tyler Dorsey do in this preseason? Did not score. I knew he didn't score. 0 of 6. Yikes, that really did creep up on him. Looked good in the Eurobasket. Look, he's a shooter, so he's going to have on and off nights, but this is a guy fighting for a roster spot. Needs to show us something over the next couple of games if he's going to crack this roster and maybe even the rotation at some point. A long way to go for Tyler Dorsey if he's going to do that. All right, number 5, it's the preseason. A lot of key guys didn't play. It's one game. Plenty of positives, some negatives. I don't think there's anything to overreact to overall. Guys who did not play, obviously Luka Doncic. I don't know if he'll play at all in the preseason. Maybe he'll play one game. We'll see. Tim Hardaway Jr., I think we're all anxious to see how Tim looks coming off that foot injury from a year ago. JaVale McGee didn't travel. Kleber and Bertans didn't play either. Bertans kind of a forgotten man in all this. You wonder if, kind of having a down year overall last year with Washington and then coming over to Dallas, could he bounce back? We'll have to wait and see this year. But did not see that group of players last night. We'll see if they play in the next game, and that is where we head to next. Against the Magic, October 7th, October 14th against the Jazz, and then it starts for real on the 19th. So a couple more to go. Friday night against the Magic, and then against the Jazz on the 14th. After the Jazz game, we'll probably just do like a overall preseason takeaways, but I wanted to talk about this preseason opener today as well. All right. Who's excited? Hoops are back, baby. Let's go. Type MFFL if you're fired up. That Mavericks basketball is back. We're all excited to have it back. I know I am. And if you're just a Mavs fan in general, get the MFFLs going in the comments, and let's get it trending. All right. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. Please subscribe. Check out our last video around Kai Soto and Josh Green, and we'll see you next time here on the channel.